Hi guys, thank you for coming back to my channel, those of you that are returning subscribers and those of you that have clicked on my video for the first time, welcome. I'm Budget with Zoe and today I'm going to run through, as you could probably guess from the title of the video, how I have set myself goals for my sinking funds and how I have broken that down into my monthly budget. So I'm going to sort of run through those of you that haven't seen, my recent cash stuffing, I'm going to do just a quick run through of what current categories I have in my envelopes, and then also ones that I have planned to introduce over the next month or so. This budget is going to break down from March time, so I'm going to ignore January and February because I've already budgeted those. So I'm going to run through how I aim to complete my goals by the end of the year. So guys, what I'll do is I'll first run through my sinking funds, which are in this binder. If you've watched my original video, you'll know where this is from, but I'll quickly do a run through for those of you that haven't seen that. I bought this from the Aesthetic Budget on Etsy, which I'll leave in the description below. I'm really happy with the quality and yeah, it's just brilliant and just what I needed. So it's a clear personal size, I believe, binder, and then I got the vellum envelopes. So I have a Christmas, one for my car, holiday, what else have I got? Savings challenge, which is the £700 savings challenge, and my emergency fund, which is 52-week savings challenge, also from the Aesthetic Budget, both of those savings challenges. And then I've got debt, which I've made my own savings challenge here essentially. So every little grey square that I fill in will be an extra £50, and I've popped a goal there of when I'd like to complete that by, so just as a reminder. And there we are. So I'm looking to add a couple more to that. After using my binders for the last month, I've realised that I don't really have anything put aside for home things. So myself and my partner still rent, however, we might want to get a couple of bits of furniture and things in the future. So I'm looking to introduce a home fund and also looking to introduce an events fund. So that'll be like weddings or special birthdays. It's my mum's 50th at the end of the year and my nan's 70th as well, so I want to put some money aside for those two occasions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through how I worked out essentially what I would need to put into each of those envelopes to reach my target by the end of the year. Now, of course, some of those envelopes I might be dipping into throughout the year, such as holiday, for example. However, I've put together what I think, totally I'm going to need to get me through the year to be able to save for all of those different events. So what I'll do is, just to keep things nice and clear, I'm going to do this at the top. So I'm just going to write March budget onwards. So like I said, my January and February budget are going to stay as is, and then from March onwards I will be aiming to put this away in each of my sinking funds. So I'm going to just write sinking funds here and just check that you can all see that. Yeah, apologies if my writing isn't that neat, guys. I have quite a scruffy writing, but I'll try my best, and it's quite pressured under camera as well. And then I'm going to pop my goal amount, which I'd like to save, then the total that I've got to date, which would mean including January and what I plan to put away in February, and then what I have left to stuff to reach my goal, and then what I would need to save per month to reach my goal, essentially. So let's pop all of them down for now. I might speed through this bit. So there we have it. I've listed all of my sinking funds that I plan to have this year down the side under sinking funds. So for Christmas, I'm looking to save about £400. I think in another video I mentioned I wanted to try and get to 500. However, I have had to tweak my goals slightly due to my gym membership rising in costs. Now, it has gone up quite a lot a month. However, it's the first gym that I've ever stuck at and I really enjoy the environment. So I'm seeing that as an investment in myself and sort of, you know, a way in which I'm going to stop spending money on junk as well. So essentially I've had to tweak some of my goals a little bit and lower them so that I can plan for that throughout the month. Next up we've got car, which I'd like to put about £500 away. That is for just general repairs, MOT services, that sort of thing. Holiday, we're going to have £900 for the year. Home, about 200. Events, about 200. Savings is my savings challenge, which I want to reach that, which is 700. And then emergency fund is £1,000. So at the moment, including January and February, I will have £80 in my Christmas fund. I will have £100 in my car fund, £100 in my holiday fund, nothing in home and nothing in events. I don't have the envelopes for those yet, and essentially I'm not going to budget for those until I get to March anyway. So when I receive those envelopes, they will just stay empty in here unless I get any sort of side income that I wasn't expecting. So they are currently got nothing in. Savings will have £60 and emergency fund will have £100. So left to get to my target is going to be £320 for Christmas. Car is going to be £400. Holiday is £800. Obviously, home and events are both going to be £200 still. Savings is £640 and emergency fund is £900. So like I said, I'm going to split this amount here over 10 months. So it's quite easy. It's nice, easy maths. All I need to do is divide that by 10, which will be 32 for Christmas, £40 a month for car, £80 a month for holiday, £20 a month for home, £20 a month for events, £64 a month for my savings challenge, and £90 a month for my emergency fund. So if I was to, let me just get my calculator, if I was to add all of that up, we would be at 32 plus 4. So that totals now £346. Those of you that have seen my budget that I worked with in January will know that, you know, £346, I don't have enough to actually stuff that to the full quantity when I take into account my cash envelopes and sort of what I put on my Monzo card to get me through the month. So what I'll do is I'll just break that down quickly for you guys now so you can see what I mean. Probably skip through this bit. So just to quickly run through, so these are my cash envelopes and this would be the basic amount that I would be stuffing into each of them. And then these would be my envelopes I have on my Monzo card, which is for food, so like groceries, things like that, dishwasher tablets, etc. And then fuel, and then I have a standing order that goes into my lifetime ISA of £25. So if I was to add all of those together, it would equal £691. Obviously £691, once I take out bills, I don't have that amount at the moment. What I'm basically going to do is between the months of March to June, I'm going to be about minus £126 from my target. And then July to September, I'm going to be about £26 minus. And then October to December, I'm going to be up finally, £24. So in those final 3 months of the year, I'm going to be able to reach this amount. However, for majority of the year, I'm not going to, because of all of the sort of debt I'm paying off and my bills, for example. So all I see is in March to June, I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful with my money in order to reach these targets. So whether that be I cut back on food, or my fuel is underspending, for example, or I do a couple more sort of no spend challenges throughout those months, that will bring me and mean that at the end of the month I can do a little bonus stuffing and restuff those envelopes that I haven't been able to from my salary. So that's how I'm going to work it, and I wanted to be as sort of transparent with you guys as possible to show that, you know, it is possible. You can set yourselves these targets. You know, now I know in order to get to my £1,000 target, I need to be putting £90 away. If I can only be doing 50 from my wages, then I need to try and find £40 from somewhere. So whether that means I'm going to sell some bits and bobs around the house, or, you know, be a bit more careful with my food spending, maybe, you know, reevaluate things as I go so that I'm still putting that money where it needs to go. So it's definitely going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy, but that's why I'm very conscious that I want to continue my journey and filming these videos for you guys so that you can show, or that I can show you rather, that it is possible if you put your mind to it. So I'm going to keep this breakdown for my reference. Apologies if it didn't make sense to some of you out there, but I think it is really important to make sure that your budget makes sense to you. That was everything, guys. Sorry if it was a bit of a ramble. My brain's not quite with it today, so I hope you found it useful, seeing how I broke down my sinking funds. And please leave a comment below to tell me what sinking funds you have, if you think I've missed out on any that I've maybe inspired you to have and think about. It'd be great to sort of interact with you in the comments below. But yeah, thank you again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!